So yeah, that's pretty bad for our opponent. Stuck on 3 lands, and best he can do is drop a Shore Snapper on us. And if he thinks he can trade with our Court Homunculus, he's got another thing coming. And the beat goes on, right? Isn't that a song? And the beat goes on. It's always better to be flooded than mana hosed. Mana screwed. What do you mean? Not having enough for the right colors is generally what I mean by being mana screwed. Yeah. There's nothing he could do there. Alright, he's playing blue-black. Blue-black-red. Maybe Controlled Instincts will work against him, but, you know, might not. Red might just be a splash. Who knows if he has any creatures? Probably does, but, you know, you can't assume. Blue-black-red 10/7 Earth. Relic is okay against that. Or it's good against that, obviously. But then we don't know. You know, I've played Grixis decks that have almost no unearth. So didn't see any of his spells. Except, well, we did. We saw a couple, but they weren't anything impressive. In fact, the fact that he's playing that Shore Snapper in the main means he's probably a really bad player. That thing is terrible in the main. It's good against us in the main, obviously. But yeah, it's pretty bad. It's got to be either short on playables, or it's just his deck is just not very good at all. And he didn't build it well, and he doesn't know how to value the cards well. So we just need to get through this. Here, Ranger of Eos on turn 4 gets us two 1/1s or 2/2s. If we draw a blue, we've got the Dramatic Visions, got a Path to Exile. It's not horrible. It's not good. It's definitely a marginal hand. But sometimes I prefer a marginal hand against a weak opponent than taking the risk that we runner like unkeepable hands and then just, you know, go down to like 5 cards that do nothing and you just sit there doing nothing and let them run over you. So I'd rather do something than take the risk of not being able to do anything. Of course, if we don't draw a 4th land, or, you know, that could be bad. Of course, if we just draw black, we can cycle the Architects. So, you know, it's a pretty safe bet, I think. Yeah, okay, there's our blue. So like to have some earlier drops. Both of these hands have been 4-drop hands, but that's the problem with having too many 4-drops in your deck, is you wind up with those hands where you just don't draw any of your early drops. Alright, so we'll go ahead and accelerate. Next turn we can play Ranger of Eos and a 1-drop, so that's 5 power worth of guys. That's pretty good. And he's played his 3rd mountain, so that's really bad. It looks like our opponent's mana host again. Now, that's pretty unlucky for him. It's also a good chance he doesn't have a lot of mana fixing. Yeah, some people just don't play nearly enough mana fixing and they play 3 colors. Not that we have an exceptional amount. I would have liked to get a lot more. Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to play the Architects of Will instead because, you know, I want to make sure that he's remains mana hosed for a while. Okay, so we don't want him to have the molten frame because he can cycle that and kill one of our guys with it. So probably give him the brain bite first, the island second, and the molten frame third. So next turn he won't be doing anything, but we certainly don't want him to have that molten frame. Yeah. Alright, yeah. He's probably just totally frustrated that that went that way. So, alright, we're up to 1808 with that win. Must have gone down a lot in the last draft. $18.08's fine. I'm happy as long as I'm above 1800. I don't stay, in the mid 1800s with any consistency. Anyway, see you in the next round. We'll get a couple more rounds and see how the draft turned out. Thanks for watching. See you later.